So lessons from my last video, landscape mode. Very important to have your phone in landscape mode if you actually want to fill a screen up when you're posting to YouTube. Yeah, new adventures. But today I think I'd like to talk about the Canadian election that's about to happen on Monday there on the 20th. There's already been some pre-voting and everything, but I just want to put a video out there. My name is Jason Lamont, and I was the first medic in NATO history and among the first soldiers in NATO history to receive the Medal of Military Valor, and back in Afghanistan in 2006. And then fast forward to now, and we're in a pretty chaotic world where our very freedom is at stake. And if we don't do anything about it, then it's going to get worse. So this election, I just wanted to kind of bring the message out that everyone needs to be informed. You need to be an informed citizen. You need to go and you need to do your diligent research. You need to check out every party's platform and see what they actually stand for. See who you're voting for. There's been too many times when throughout the years when I've talking to people about their voting process, and it's not good. It's not very thoughtful. It's not very researched. It's very emotional and based on other people's views and opinions and not actually their own, which is actually really sad to see, especially in times like these. There's never been a more important time to vote from your heart. It's never been a more important time to actually know why you're voting and know what you're voting for. There's a lot of parties that don't stand for freedom, and there's, as far as I've been able to find out from my research, there's only one real party that seems to be standing for freedom in Canada. Then that's the PPC, the People's Party of Canada, Maxime Bernier. He's been coming up through the system, and he's doing really great, actually. I'm very, very impressed with him. He seems to care about Canada. He seems to care about people's freedoms. He seems to care about each individual and each Canadian, and that's really important. And I don't get that vibe from any of the other leaders. Conservatives, I used to vote Conservative beforehand, and I've been finding nowadays that Conservatives are no longer conservative. They're way more liberal than what they've ever used to be, and they don't stand for what I stand for. In fact, all the parties, except for Maxime, don't stand for what I do. They don't stand for freedom. They don't stand for helping people have a life, have individuality, have something that's worth living for. And we really need that back in this country right now. We really need a leader who's going to stand up for us, for the people. And when you go and you vote, just regardless of what it is you vote for, you have the right to do whatever you wish. Just make sure it's informed. Make sure you actually know and understand why you're voting for the party you're voting for. Not just because it's something you used to do in the past and, oh, I'm a liberal, or oh, I'm a conservative. No, things have changed now. The spectrum's much different than what it ever used to be. Right, left, I mean, it's all the same now, isn't it? So, if you want change, you gotta look for change. You gotta look for people that are talking about the change that you want in your life. And that's who you go and you vote for. And this whole vote splitting thing, I completely don't agree with that narrative. That narrative of, oh, don't split your votes. Don't vote for one of the fringe parties. Vote for one of the main parties there. So that way there's a possibility of what conservatives taking over liberals or liberals taking over conservatives. All that's the only reason why we're told not to vote split is so that those two parties maintain power. It's so that they're trying to get people to not vote for what their heart wants. Has there ever been a time through an election where you voted because you thought you had to vote for that person, not because you wanted to? You can't do that shit anymore. Some votes got to be split. Changes have to be made, and they can't be made if we just keep following the same patterns and the same routines. It's not how we change. It's not how we get better. It's not how we evolve. It's not how we come together as a species. So be really informed. Do your research. It's really not that fucking hard. It's like you're on your phone all the time anyways, right? So what is it to take 5, 10, 20 minutes to actually look at what some parties are talking about? It has to be done. It absolutely has to be done. It's so fucking important in this world today that everyone starts making informed, proper decisions. This whole flying by the seat of our pants and just going on a whim is not working anymore. We need to start looking inside. We need to start looking deep within ourselves to find the answers. Because they are there if you're willing to listen. If you're willing to listen to your gut, your body, your heart, the answers for everything in your life are just boiling. Right there, they're boiling over trying to get to your brain. Your brain's just stuffing it down. Be like, no, let's do it this way. And that's not working. It's about time to start listening to our heart. I think that's kind of the majority of what I wanted to say about this. Is just don't buy into the vote splitting narrative. Vote from your heart, no matter who that may be. And vote for something to make change in this country. Something that's going to benefit your kids. And something that's going to benefit your life. Your quality of life. The quality of self-love. Vote for that. No more excuses. No more bullshit. No more flying by the seat of our pants, guys. We gotta step up and do something. So step up. Be informed. Vote from right here. Following this is the only way we can actually start getting through this. Because when you do, you follow your heart and you follow your gut, you can sense the wrongness of everything, and it will lead you to what you think is right for you. And that's the most important thing in life. Your journey, your experience. Everyone's individual self-love. And we achieve this self-love by continuing to make proper decisions with ourselves. By actually analyzing and reflecting. Learning and growing. It's fantastic, actually. It's kind of it's so beautiful to find better parts of yourself. How would you not want to do that? Why would you stuff down the ability to be better? The ability to grow, evolve. Don't let that go to the wayside. Let that be a priority in your life. Start changing now for the better. All it takes is a choice. All it takes is one choice. For me, when I was really messed up, and I had this PTSD and I was thinking I was going to have this for life, the one thing that changed for me, the one thing that started this journey of recovery, of self-love, was just the simple mindset. Simple mindset of shutting off the brain, kind of shutting off those bad thoughts and actually listening to how awesome I knew I was. My body was screaming to me, but I just wasn't willing to pay attention. And when I did, everything changed. When I just made that decision, it was just a simple fucking choice. It was just a simple choice to be like, I don't want to live that life anymore. I want to be better. I have to be better. In order for me to get the most out of life and to enjoy it as much as I wanted to, I needed to look deep within myself and start listening to my heart. And I did. It's pretty glorious. I know you guys are going to love it too if you actually start doing it. It feels amazing. It really does. And then maybe you feeling amazing, you're going to project that to other people, and then you're just going to start spreading that joy and that happiness and that connection, and then it just continues going and going and going. It creates this ripple effect of change. It's pretty fucking magical, actually. Something as simple as a smile. God, I love it out here. It's such a beautiful place out in the country, but yeah, so no vote splitting, or no vote split all you want, if you will. Vote from your heart. Don't listen to the narrative. Don't buy into something that you haven't researched yourself and don't know about. Don't vote for somebody or a party that you're just voting because of past beliefs. Views, beliefs, morality, it changes throughout your life. You go through these shifts in what you think is a way that you want to kind of lead your life. And then you kind of fine-tune if you're willing to accept the fact of your wrongdoing in the past and all the things you did right as well, then you're able to kind of fine tune and change who you are to be that person that you're looking to be. All right. Make the choice. Go out there and vote. Also, it's never been a more important time to actually vote. We have a leader right now that is trying to destroy this country. Has successfully in the last 6 years completely destroyed this country. Has destroyed the connection in between us. They've separated our livelihoods. Not even just separated our livelihoods, doesn't really make much sense, but they separated ourselves, our love from ourselves. They've managed to make us believe that we are unworthy of love, and that we're chaotic and we can't be trusted, and that we can't make proper decisions, that we're just stupid, and the public can't be trusted to make decisions, and blah 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 blah. Everything that this government kind of spews to make you think like you're not good enough, to make you believe that you need them in order to make proper decisions in life. When has anyone ever lorded over your life and it's been successful? Have you ever had a micromanaging boss? Have you ever had somebody that just is looking over your shoulder and watching your every single move and criticizing it and telling you how to do it right and how you're doing it wrong? Did you enjoy that experience? Did that make you happy inside? Did that make you full of confidence and love for yourself, for who you are? Did it feel supportive? I doubt it. You need to start being the lord of your own experience. You need to start being your own God within yourself. You need to start following you. I do want to leave one last note here about it's just something I kind of discovered. I don't know, just stumbled across some years ago that really helped a lot when I was going through rough times. And it's a very simple mantra, and I think it's absolutely phenomenal, and it does something really amazing to your body. And I just want you to give this a try just for a moment. So, when I went through all these periods of not having self-love, I was very aware about the detriment that it was having on my life and on just my experience. And going through that whole journey of finding self-love was not an easy thing to do. It's not easy to why is it not easy to love ourselves? Right? Why is it so difficult? Why is it such a journey? Why is it such a struggle? You know? Part of it for me was I believed that in order for me to experience love, I needed a situation, or I needed somebody or something to activate that kind of feeling and emotion within me. So I was relying on outside situations to spark my happiness and joy. And then I kind of just had this sudden realization one day that love is not something that is created. Love is not something that you need someone else to give to you. It is something that is everywhere. It's happening all the time. Love, everything is love. And when you realize that, you don't need a person or a situation in order to activate that, you can feel love whenever you want. It is a personal choice. You got to think, whenever you're going through life and something happens, you make a personal choice in how you respond to that experience. You can choose to be really happy, to be really sad, to be all sorts, just a whole range of emotions. Buyer's choice, right? Viewer's choice. So when you understand that love is just a simple feeling, and you can feel it whenever you want. So stop and feel the love. Stop and feel the love for yourself. Just if you're feeling that you're breaking your brain and you're really down on yourself, the mantra, I have a happy heart. Just say it. Just close your eyes. Be vulnerable with me for a moment. Take a breath. Let go of the experience of before. And to yourself, or out loud, just, I have a happy heart. I have a happy heart. And just saying the words, I can instantly feel this almost butterfly, little dragonflies in my heart, my chest area, just fluttering around and just causing a stir of emotion, and it's fucking beautiful. And whenever I was going through miserable times, I just remember that mantra: I have a happy heart. I have a happy heart. And wow, did it actually start changing so many things. It really started changing the way I experienced life and the way I chose to live it. And it started shifting once again back to leading with love, leading from love. And it's very beautiful. It's the most pure way that I've ever lived, and I would recommend it to everybody. But I have a happy heart. So gemstone from the day. Let's go with my gemstone from the day actually is having my kid. He goes back and forth between his mom and me, and just recently, more so recently, he's been spending so much more time with me, and it's been absolutely amazing. I felt like I kind of missed out on a period of time in his life where I wasn't able to see him as much as I wanted to. I wanted to be a full-time dad, and unfortunately, the situation said otherwise. But I stayed in his life, and we just built something really special from a very young age, and we've stayed close. And now that he's 16, and we're just kind of growing another life together, essentially, just another step in the journey, and it's been beautiful. Fuck, it's been so amazing being able to have so much more quality time with him, to be able to instill some of my dad knowledge and just love and compassion for him, and just trying to teach him to find his own way, not to be guided or not to be led by somebody else, but to take all the information that he has, to do his research and take what applies to him and use it, and whatever doesn't, shrug it off, and maybe it'll apply down the road and maybe it won't. But take all the information that you're getting for your personal experience and use it as you can. It's all the best we can do, right? Let's just take all the stuff that we have, all the knowledge and experience, and just do our best with it. And then by doing that, we're going to gain more experience and more knowledge. And it's not going to look pretty all the time, and it's not going to be the best all the time. The fact that you're living with that intent, that's all that matters. We're going to fuck up. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to grow. There's not a lot of growth when things are super awesome and happy all the time. It takes some adversity. It takes something to really shake you to your core, to actually really instill like really long-term sudden changes. So take all those times that you have that aren't so great and dive into it. Go in and see everything you did wrong, everything you did right. Grow from the experience. Forgive yourself from the experience. Have a happy heart from living the moment that you're living. And let's go change the world. Let's go save Canada. It's Canada first. Gotta take care of our backyard and the globe next, right? That's the plan. I mean, if we can get the globe on there at the same time, I mean, that'd be fucking great. It's just, let's get all spread out to everybody. All right, so I'm gonna go do some more patio work there, and gonna let you guys go with a lot of love and a happy heart, and be informed and do the right thing for you in your experience. Don't let anybody or anything tell you otherwise, or tell you how to live your life or what's best for you. From the heart. That's where we lead from. When we lead from the heart, wow. Bah.